Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go the Cash App, $ Deem by any means. There go the PayPal at Deem by any means. You already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated. Hey y'all, the Shakur Stevenson situation has gotten out of hand and Deem doing what I gotta do. I gotta be Mr. Consistency. I gotta be the bearer of bad news. I want to tell y'all, everybody else gonna give y'all their opinions. And this could be my opinion, but I know it's truly the truth because I've been saying this prior to all of this happening. Now, y'all know I'm one of the biggest narrative killers out here on YouTube. I think I'm one of those guys. And when everybody was doing the capping on Tank and saying Tank scared of this person, he's scared of that person, send the contract, blah, blah, blah. And then now those same people that was saying that are so frustrated that things haven't played out that way. It's actually Gervonta Davis that's getting ducked and in the driver's seat. And since Shakur Stevenson's last two performances, people aren't as high on him as they was when they was first saying these things. That's the truth of what happened. Loma ducked, which made Gervonta Davis get painted in a different light, even throughout YouTube, right? Then Shakur Stevenson fights after everybody was telling Shakur, you better have a way better fight than a De Los Santos thing. All of this take place together, okay? So now the main guy that people were the two main guys that people was saying Gervonta was ducking, one actually ducked him. And then the next one stock has lowered because the fans over exaggerate about who he is, and Shakur Stevenson has over exaggerated about who he is. And that is the problem. Because Tank was the bad guy. Tank was supposed to be the guy everybody was getting. It was supposed to be Shakur and Loma that was supposed to slay the dragon. But then when it don't play out that way, and this is perception, y'all, when it don't play out that way in the public eye, now it flips everything on his head. Y'all have heard that term before. That is the truth of the situation. The truth of the situation, Shakur Stevenson has never been a KO artist. Shakur Stevenson has always fought this way. I don't know what y'all expected anything differently. Only thing you could say is, man, Shakur, I just wish you'd have just thrown a little bit more. But to actually expect him to be something that he's not, that's on y'all. And that's Shakur Stevenson's fault right there. He ain't have to promise knockouts and do all of this stuff on Twitter saying everybody's scared of him. But the problem is everybody else at 135 don't want to fight him. That is the truth too. Shakur is not lying about that. That is the stone cold truth. What else is the stone cold truth? Is Shakur got a lot. Shakur is not who he think he is. He is who I know he is, a great defensive fighter, a class A great fighter. Absolutely, that is who he is. But he is not who he think he's Terrence Crawford, and he's not Terrence Crawford. That's the problem that Shakur faces. He thinks he's Terrence Crawford, but he's not. He's Shakur Stevenson, a hit, not get hit fighter. He's much closer to Rigondeaux than he is to Terrence Crawford. But these are the people that he is around. So now the fans don't know who to be mad at. So now they mad at Shakur because they feel like Shakur messing everything up. Because we wanted to see Loma, but Loma's not a factor. Loma pulled one of the biggest ducks, and people out here trying to not act like it's not a duck. I don't see how, but whatever, to each his own. Now Shakur was supposed to be the guy to help the narratives. The Devin fans, Shakur fans, Tio fans. One thing they all had in common, y'all, is they all was against Gervonta Davis. Okay? They'll team up before they team up with Team Tank. No, all of them are against him, even if they against each other. Think of it like how black people are treated in America. Just think of it like that to give you white people in other cultures have problems and beef and all of that stuff. But when it comes to black Americans, we all against them. It's no different. It's the same thing. Shakur Stevenson is a great fighter that has the best chance at beating Gervonta Davis at 140 or 135. That is the truth. What is also the truth is Shakur got a lot to work on. Shakur is not this monster that he thinks he is. He's a guy that the monsters have a hard time of hitting. That's who he is. And until he embraces that, and until the fans embrace that, we gonna run into this situation because I keep telling y'all what is gonna always be. Y'all tried to paint Gervonta Davis out to be something he's not. Y'all tried to make it seem like Gervonta was a duck. Y'all tried to make it seem like Gervonta Davis wasn't as good as a boxer as he is. Then everybody else gets exposed. T.O. move up. Ryan Garcia loses his mind. Devinhaney retires and become champion in recess. Then you got Lomachenko ducking on a fight. Shakur Stevenson not giving good performances. Now it makes Gervonta Davis look like, that was what all those Tank fans were saying. Was that the truth the whole time? Yes, it was the truth. Yes, it was the truth. Y'all just didn't believe it. See, this the problem that y'all are running into is that your beliefs have gotten switched. That's your problem, not me. Because I've already known this about Shakur. I've already known this about Gervonta Davis. That's why I tell y'all I am a fan of Shakur. I just know he can't beat Gervonta Davis unless he does what he should do that will get him not that many fans. Shakur Stevenson has a style that it doesn't warranted fans when you already aren't the villain. See the difference between Shakur and Floyd. When Floyd was putting in work and knocking everybody out, he wasn't the villain yet. So we loved that in Floyd. He was built up. Then when he got built up, he switched his style, and not even switched his style. Floyd always fought that way. He just became more selective. His style never actually changed. That's another myth too. His style never changed. He been doing the Philly shell, been punching the way he punches the whole nine. But he did that once he was already the man. Shakur is there without being the man. That is the difference. He got to beat the man. That's why I tell Shakur Stevenson to do every single thing that he has to do to get this fight, because beating Gervonta Davis is the only way, my guy, that all of this goes away. I'm going to say it again. Beating Gervonta Davis is the only way all of this go away. Because if you beat Gervonta Davis with that boring style, people will start to like the boring style. Because you know what they're going to say? Like him or not, Shakur Stevenson a bad, you know what he do think of himself. That part is true. It's just not the way he thinks of himself that way. He over-exaggerated what he brings to the table. He over-exaggerated his skill set and what he's capable of, instead of just going there and saying, listen here, I am the best defensive fighter in the world. That's his belief. I don't believe that all the way, but that's his belief. Let's stick to the point. I am the best defensive fighter in the world, and I promise you, whoever I fight, I'm going to hit them more than they're going to hit me, and it's not going to even be close. That is the truth about Shakur Stevenson. People didn't like him arguing with his dad. His grandfather. People did not like him guaranteeing he was going to do this, that, and the third. After his last performance, people did not like that, and Shakur got to understand people are well within their rights to not like that. But what the fans got to understand is you thought you believed him. He didn't. A fighter can say whatever. You ain't got to believe him. I wasn't surprised Shakur didn't get the knockout. I was mad that he didn't. I felt as though he could have gotten it, but I wasn't surprised. Wow, he didn't get the knockout. Okay, he's not a punch. We've been having spaces and panels talking about Shakur not being a puncher. Now, all of a sudden, because he said so, I'm supposed to believe he's a puncher now? The world don't work that way. You could want to be a millionaire. Well, unless you put the work in to become a millionaire, or you got a skill set, or you got an invention that you can give to the world, the chances are you probably not going to be a millionaire. That's just what it is. See, people have a problem accepting where they are at in life. Fans have a problem accepting, I may not like Shakur like that. I don't like his style. I think he's boring. But he is the only one that kind of got a chance of beating Gervonta Davis. That is the truth. You wouldn't be wrong for saying that. And that's why the fight got to happen, because nothing circumvents that point, that he has the best chance at beating Tank. Therefore, he has to fight Tank. I don't care if y'all don't like the man's style or not. Sorry, Dean don't care. It doesn't change that he's in Gervonta Davis's way. It doesn't change that he is in Gervonta Davis's way. And it doesn't change that Gervonta Davis is in his way. See, when you run with narratives and you do all of this capping and y'all don't be objective, where you can have your favorite fighter but be honest about him. I am honest about Shakur Stevenson. That's why some Shakur Stevenson fans don't like me. That's why others, they rock with me. But at the end of the day, I am honest about fighters that I like. Y'all seen my blog on Earl Spence Jr. when I thought the fight was canceled with him and Fundora. I love Earl Spence, but if it is true, it's my guy. You might want to think about wrapping it up. That's all I'm saying. No matter how much I like you. The truth is, what y'all was wrong about Tank, and that whole world is having a hard time dealing with that part. Y'all was wrong about Gervonta Davis, and the whole world is having a hard time dealing with that. That it looks like out of all the four kings, Gervonta is the last standing, like we've been telling you. Out of all the guys y'all said they was ducking, it looks like they not who y'all thought they were. That's okay. It's okay. Don't make it no less the truth, though. Please don't eavesdrop and hit that like button. Y'all know what this is, right? Dean, by any means. And I'll holla at y'all.